Hi guys, it's Marianne, the Frugal Chef. So when you're at the supermarket, and you're standing at eye level on the shelves, that's what the supermarket wants you to buy. How about you look up or look down? You're gonna find really good deals that, they wanna sell, but are cheaper. So they'd rather sell you the stuff that's not so cheap. That's the frugal tip of the day. Let's make a vegetarian zucchini lasagna today. We're not going to use noodles. This is not something you're going to be able to whip up in 5 minutes and set on the table. But I'm going to tell you what, it's worth the work. Let's make this, okay? I'm going to be feeding about 12 people today, so I'm making a large lasagna. I have about 8 zucchini here. As you can see, they're not very big. I just sliced them, not super thin, but thin enough that when this cooks, it'll serve as a noodle if you want. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to sprinkle all this with salt inside a colander, and I'm just going to let the zucchini just drain in the sink while we're prepping the rest of our stuff. If you're making a smaller lasagna, say for 6 people or 4 people, if you just have a smaller Pyrex bowl, 2 large zucchinis would be enough. Or, 4 of this size. So play it by ear. I have some olive oil heating in this pan. I'm just going to add 2 large white onions, which I just chopped. So we're going to cook this until the onion is soft and translucent and starts browning a little bit. Take about 8, maybe 10 minutes. Alright, these onions are where I want them. I'm going to add 4 large garlic cloves, which I minced, and 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley. I'm going to mix this. I just want it to cook for a couple minutes. I'm now going to add a red bell pepper to this, which I just coarsely chopped. I didn't, I want a little chunk with my vegetables here, so I'm not chopping everything really fine. I'm adding also 4 tomatoes, which I peeled and just diced. Give this a mix. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of dried oregano. And I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of dry white wine. You can use water if you would prefer. I'm going to let these tomatoes just stew a little bit. Good, 10 minutes. And then we'll come back and add the last ingredients to this. Our tomato is cooked for a good 10 minutes. It's softened. It's rendered some juice there. I'm going to go ahead and add 28 ounces of tomato sauce to this. I'm going to mix this. I'm going to add a teaspoon of sugar to this. And I'm going to season it with salt and pepper. As always, go ahead and season to taste. Finally, I'm going to add some canned mushrooms to this. This is a 14-ounce can. If you can find fresh mushrooms, by all means, use those instead. I couldn't, so that's what I'm using. Alright guys, I'm going to bring this to a simmer, and I'm going to let this sauce cook for about 20 minutes. I'm going to cover it, and then we'll come back and finish our lasagna. Let's work on our cheese layer for our lasagna. I have 2 8-ounce containers of ricotta cheese in here, so like 500 grams. I'm going to add a good tablespoon of garlic powder to this. I also have 2 eggs in there, which I'm forgetting to mention. I'm going to season this with salt, some black pepper, and about a tablespoon of oregano. I'm going to just mix this well. I want it all to get nicely mixed, and we'll set this aside. Our sauce is ready, guys. It cooked for 20 minutes. I'm gonna now just add about a cup of basil leaves, which I just chopped. I'm gonna turn off the heat and I'm gonna mix this. So now let's assemble our lasagna. The first thing we're gonna do is put some of that tomato sauce in the bottom of our pan. I'm now gonna layer that zucchini that we dehydrated. See if you can see it. It's nice and soft now, and it's just ready for this. So I'm just gonna layer it. So now I'm gonna layer this with our ricotta. You know, try and just kind of crumble it on top. This is hard, you know, it's not soft and it's gonna be hard to spread. So just use your spoon. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of fresh basil on this layer here. Not much. And now I'm gonna add another layer of zucchini. I'm gonna top this, guys, with the rest of our tomato sauce. I'm gonna add some grated mozzarella to this. Guys, this is gonna go in the oven at 350. I'm gonna cover it with foil. And it's gonna cook for about 45 minutes. Then I'm gonna uncover it and let it cook for an extra 10 or 15. And then we'll serve it. So I will see you when this is cooked. Check this out, guys. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let's serve this. Look at that, guys. Oh, I'm gonna add a little more Parmesan cheese on that. You know, this recipe will be waiting for you at the website for you to print. We have all kinds of vegetarian dishes. We also have meat lasagna. Come by and check it out. Eat well, my friends, without going broke. I'm gonna see you guys soon.